The internet is exploding right now, and the focus of the storm is Kim Kardashian and her 12-year-old daughter, Northwest. What started as a few photos and videos of North experimenting with style has turned into a full-blown cultural debate. People are outraged, saying Kim has crossed the line between self-expression and exploitation. They're calling it disturbing, inappropriate, and even dangerous. The question everyone's asking is simple but heavy. When does fashion stop being fun and start being harmful? It all began with a set of viral clips showing North decked out in edgy outfits. Bright-colored hair, a septum piercing, crop tops, fake tattoos, and acrylic nails. She looked far older than 12, and people online couldn't believe Kim was allowing it. The comments section filled up fast. "She's not even a teenager yet," one user wrote. "Why does she look 25? Others said it was beyond inappropriate, accusing Kim of pushing her daughter into adult aesthetics to keep the Kardashian brand alive. Because let's be real, Kim's no stranger to controversy, but this time it hit differently. This was about her child, a preteen being dressed and styled to fit the same glamorous mold her mother built an empire on. Critics weren't subtle. They pointed fingers not at North, but at Kim, claiming she was deliberately feeding her daughter into the fame machine. The fake tattoos and corset outfit, they said, weren't signs of creativity. They were signs of marketing. Some people even connected it to Kim's past work with Balenciaga, a brand already accused of pushing boundaries too far. "In what world," one commenter asked, "does a 12-year-old wear a corset and a short skirt for fun?" The internet split in half. On one side, people said this was just another Kardashian headline grab. On the other, some argued the backlash was overblown, that North was simply being expressive in a world where kids grow up faster than ever. Kim finally broke her silence, but her response only added fuel to the fire. When the Daily Mail posted a TikTok with the caption, "What in the Kanye West is happening?" Kim jumped into the comments writing, "This is such a non-issue." That one line triggered an avalanche. People were furious. One user replied, "A non-issue? Letting your 12-year-old pose with adults accused of abuse isn't a non-issue." Another wrote, "Kim needs to learn the word no before it's too late." Her attempt to downplay the situation backfired instantly. Instead of calming the storm, it made it worse. Proof in the eyes of many that she was out of touch with what normal parenting looks like. It didn't help that one of the people North had been photographed with, rapper Destroy Lonely, had been accused by his ex of serious misconduct. That connection made people even more uneasy. Why, fans asked, is Kim letting her daughter hang around adults with reputational baggage? Photos of North smiling next to him in a neon outfit went viral, and people started questioning Kim's judgment, wondering whether fame had completely blurred her sense of protection. Even after that, Kim didn't seem to change her approach. She kept posting. She kept showing off North's looks, her outfits, her performances, almost like she decided to let the backlash run its course, confident that outrage eventually turns into engagement. The drama got deeper when Kanye West entered the conversation. Not directly, but through resurfaced clips from 2022, when he warned the public about this exact issue. "I'm her father," he said back then. "And I said it's never again with that TikTok stuff." He talked about how fathers often have no real say in family decisions once fame and image take over, saying, "There's no such thing as 50-50 custody in this world." Those clips suddenly felt prophetic. Fans began quoting him under every new post Kim made. "Kanye was right all along," they said. "He saw it coming." To many, the debate wasn't just about parenting anymore. It was about control, power, and what happens when a child grows up in a media empire. Meanwhile, psychologists and parenting experts began weighing in. One said, "When children become the center of adult fashion trends, they lose the space to simply be kids." That quote went viral. Another expert warned that too much exposure at a young age can distort how a child sees themselves. that when attention becomes validation, it's hard to build real confidence later. Parents in comment sections echoed that fear, saying they've had to explain to their own kids why a 12-year-old dressing like an influencer isn't normal. But at the same time, others pushed back, pointing out that the internet is full of preteens dressing up, posting TikToks, and copying trends. "She's just doing what every other kid does," one person argued. "The only difference is her family's famous." And that's where the real divide sits. Supporters say Kim's just letting North explore creativity. They say she's being raised in a new era, one where kids are exposed to global trends earlier than ever, and where fashion is just another form of self-expression. They argue that people are projecting their discomfort onto a little girl who's just having fun. Critics, however, call it something else, a calculated play to keep the Kardashian name in circulation. They accuse Kim of repeating the same pattern that made her famous, using image and controversy as currency. To them, this isn't about style, it's about control, legacy, and monetizing innocence. But even for those defending Kim, the situation raises tough questions. Fame in the Kardashian world isn't optional, it's inherited. North was born into a dynasty where visibility equals power. Maybe Kim isn't forcing it. Maybe she's just preparing her daughter for the reality she can't escape. After all, how do you protect a child from fame when fame is the family business? Still, there's a difference between preparation and promotion. And that's the tension people can't ignore. Because every photo, every post, every outfit feeds the same machine that critics say robbed Kim of normalcy years ago. Now they're asking if she's doing the same to her daughter. The more Kim ignores the backlash, the more people see it as intentional. Every time she posts another photo of North at a fashion event or performing on stage, the internet reignites. It's as if she's daring people to comment, to keep talking, to keep the attention cycle alive. And she knows how this game works. The Kardashians have built an empire on controversy. To them, outrage isn't danger, it's marketing. But this time, it's not Kim in the spotlight. It's a 12-year-old girl who didn't choose any of it. Behind the bright lights and polished images, people can't shake the feeling that there's a deeper cost to all this visibility. Still, it's not all one-sided. Watching North in her videos, she doesn't look miserable. She looks confident, creative, even charismatic. She performs, she dances, she laughs. She seems to enjoy it. And maybe that's the part that keeps people conflicted. Maybe this isn't a case of a mother forcing her daughter into fame, but of a child who's naturally drawn to it. The line between choice and influence gets blurry when the world is your audience from birth. What looks empowering to one person looks exploitative to another. It's the same image, seen through different eyes. As the debate drags on, one thing's clear. This isn't just about Kim and North anymore. It's about what fame does to kids in general, especially when the internet never forgets. The photos we post today can outlive us. For most kids, that means awkward school pictures or old TikToks. But for North, it's global headlines and permanent archives. When she's older, she'll see every debate, every accusation, every comment. She'll see how the world dissected her childhood in real time. That's a weight no 12-year-old should have to carry. Still, Kim doesn't seem fazed. She keeps showing up at events with North beside her, smiling for the cameras, unbothered by the noise. It almost feels like a statement that she's not backing down for anyone. Maybe she truly believes she's doing what's best. Maybe she thinks the backlash will pass, just like it always does. Or maybe she's right, that this is simply what modern parenting looks like in a world where attention is power. Either way, people can't stop watching. Every post turns into another headline, another debate, another reason to talk about the Kardashians. At the end of the day, the internet's still divided. Some see empowerment, others see exploitation, some see a creative kid being herself, others see a mother repeating her own past. But beyond all the noise, one truth remains. North West is 12 years old, and the world is already treating her like a celebrity. Whether that's a blessing or a curse, We won't know until she's old enough to tell her own story. Until then, the cameras keep flashing, the comments keep coming, and the question lingers. Where do you draw the line between raising a child and building a brand? What do you think? Is Kim letting her daughter express herself freely, or is this a step too far? Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the next video. Because the world of fame and family never sleeps, and there's always more to uncover.